NIO just released an amazing announcement from Victor Gu, the general manager of NIO's Advanced Manufacturing Center. At the same time, we are seeing the stock being up almost 5%. Is this the rally that can take NIO back to $50 levels, or is it just a trap? Let's take a look at this, go through the latest developments and a positive announcement we saw recently, and lastly look at what we can expect from this coming week and whether getting into NIO right now is a good idea or not. So first, looking at the weekly stock chart, it is clear that we are starting to find a strong support level at around the $43 mark. Every single time NIO has dropped beyond these levels last weeks, it has quickly bounced back up. This happens because investors, and especially the larger investors, look at these $43 a share levels and they just can't resist buying. There is no true logic behind it, but rather the number 43 looking attractive enough in their eyes where they become convinced that there is no way NIO can drop down more beyond those levels, or rather that if they buy it right now, they will for sure make a profit. Personally, I love these kinds of support levels, and I do of course agree that the $43 is very attractive for anyone wanting to get into NIO. But with that said, I'm not too attached to it. No matter how far NIO could drop, I would still look at the company the same way as long as the fundamentals haven't changed. And I think it is important for us growth investors to stay rational when investing and looking at the fundamentals instead of chasing numbers in the short term. Like I always say, I think this should have a higher valuation than it currently has, which leads to me buying their stock. Anyways, the current share price has managed to bounce back up to $45, and if we manage to keep hearing good news from NIO, I definitely think we will be recovering the losses of last week very soon. Of course, we should all expect volatility in this stock though, and to not be afraid to hold during the crazy swings we are seeing. Volatility in a stock basically means that a stock goes up and down a lot, is usually due to investors being uncertain of how to value the company. And whether we like it or not, it is not an easy task to value NIO stock. This, however, might be starting to change soon, and that takes us right to the words of NIO's Victor Gu, who is a general manager of NIO's Advanced Manufacturing Center. At NIO's joint venture factory in Hefei, production has stepped up by 50%, where 30 of the all-electric ES6 and the bigger ES8 premium SUVs roll off the production line every hour, thus putting NIO on the path to making 120,000 electric cars a year. And as we all know, NIO's deliveries for November more than doubled from last year to 5,291 cars, but it is so important that they can keep up with these records to manage to meet their demand. And that is where Victor Gu comes in. During a recent visit to the factory in Hefei, he told South China Morning Post that as order volumes get bigger and bigger, they will be able to increase their production. He went on to say that our plant has become like an internet celebrity because of the high degree of automation and the best technology used, which attracted a lot of visits by government officials and industry executives. And lastly, manager Victor Gu, who actually joined NIO in 2016, moving from Volvo, said that production will no longer be a bottleneck for NIO's future growth. Now, at first sight, this might not seem like too big of a deal, but if this actually comes true, we might be very close to seeing NIO starting to grow exponentially as a company. You see, these guys have always struggled with meeting demand, and that could be the last bit of the puzzle that finally allows them to start scaling for real. When you constantly have a full order backlog like NIO does, the demand is certainly there. Combine that with the recent increase in operating margin, and NIO can start getting closer and closer to turning a profit. And at that point, the possibilities are just endless, and we could see some real expansion starting to happen, both to the US but also to Europe. So guys, this gets me really excited to see how the December and January deliveries will look, and if they can keep hitting these records, and if they actually manage to increase their production to start matching the demands, that would lead to NIO's share price going up a lot, in my opinion of course. Because that's really the biggest reason why this stock goes up and down so much. NIO of course looks very promising on so many aspects, but until they can reach something like 10,000 plus deliveries a month, there will always be skeptics saying that the company is overvalued. But for those of us who believe that they will get there very soon, I see the current share price as a bargain, because I think it will keep going up if NIO can actually keep hitting these delivery records that the general manager Victor Gu is promising. So will I buy more NIO shares this week? I really enjoy buying just a couple shares of my growth stocks every week, so yes, I will probably pick up some shares in NIO as well, although my allocation is so large at this point that I'm trying to focus mostly on other growth stocks right now. But with that said, if you don't own any NIO stock, and if you have done your research and made your decision, of course, that it's a company worth investing in, I think these current levels are a bargain. And no matter how we move in the short term, I see NIO being worth at least double its share price by late 2021 or even 2022. Just remember guys, there is always risk with investing in the stock market, and make sure to stay diversified and always to do your own research. I'm not a financial advisor after all. And with that, I want to conclude today's video. My name is Sam, by the way, and welcome to the channel. If you find this video valuable in some way, it will totally make my day if you like the video. It helps the algorithm and lets the video reach out to more people, so it's really the absolute best way you can support me. Also, if you watched all the way to this point, and if you like the content of course, why not subscribe? Something like 90% of you guys are not subscribed to the channel right now, so it would be just awesome if you wanted to do so and join us in the journey to try to hit 10,000 subscribers or investors in this community by the end of this year. Thank you for watching and enjoy the rest of your day.